Welcome back to our journey through one of the most life-changing books ever written, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Today, we are learning Lesson 3. He who can do this has the whole world with him. He who cannot walks a lonely way. Have you ever wondered why some people can inspire others so easily? Why do some leaders get people excited about an idea, while others struggle to make people listen? Why do some parents guide their children effortlessly, while others constantly fight and argue? Why do certain salespeople attract customers naturally while others keep hearing the word no? The answer lies in one simple truth. Human beings are not driven by what you want. Human beings are driven by what they want. Think about that for a moment. Every person you meet has dreams, fears, desires, goals, worries, and problems. Every person wakes up thinking about their own life, their own responsibilities, their own happiness, their own struggles. And most people never understand this. They walk through life trying to convince others by talking endlessly about their own desires. I need your help. I want this. I need you to do that. I want you to listen to me. But here is the problem. People don't automatically care about what you want. That doesn't make them selfish. It simply makes them human. You are interested in your dreams. They are interested in theirs. The person sitting next to you in college is thinking about grades, friendships, and future opportunities. Your manager is thinking about targets and responsibilities. Your parents are thinking about your future and their family. Your friends are thinking about their own challenges. Everyone is carrying their own world inside their minds. This small detail changes everything. The people who understand this principle have influence. The people who ignore it often walk through life frustrated, wondering why nobody listens to them. Here's where things get interesting. Every action you have ever taken happened because you wanted something. You studied because you wanted good marks or a better future. You exercised because you wanted better health or appearance. You helped someone because helping made you feel good, fulfilled, or connected. You watched this video because you wanted knowledge, growth, or answers. Desire drives behavior. Psychologists often observe that motivation is one of the strongest forces behind human action. People move toward things they want and move away from things they fear. Understanding this principle changes the way you communicate forever. Instead of asking, how can I get people to do what I want? You start asking a different question. How can I make this valuable for them? And that question can transform your relationships, career, leadership, and influence. Imagine a student who wants classmates to join a study group. He says, I need your help because I don't want to study alone. Most people won't feel excited. Now imagine he says, if we study together, we can solve difficult problems faster, keep each other motivated, and probably perform better in exams. The situation changed. The activity is the same. But now people can see what's in it for them. This lesson becomes powerful when you apply it to your own life. Think about social media. Many people post content hoping others will like, share, and follow them. But the creators who grow rapidly are usually focused on something different. They ask, what does my audience want? What problem can I solve? How can I entertain, educate, or inspire people? Their attention shifts from themselves to others. And because they understand people's desires, people naturally move toward them. Most people never notice this. Influence is not about forcing. It is about understanding. It is not about manipulation. It is about alignment. The most influential people in the world know how to connect their goals with other people's desires. Parents can use this principle. Suppose a child refuses to read books. Constant lectures rarely work. Read because I told you. Reading is important. You should do it. Children often resist commands. But what if the parent helps the child discover something exciting? What if reading stories helps them imagine adventures, solve mysteries, or become heroes? Now the child sees value. The motivation becomes internal. And internal motivation is far more powerful than external pressure. Think about your own life. How often have you ignored advice simply because someone tried to force it upon you? Probably many times. But when someone showed you how an idea could improve your life, you became interested. Human beings love choice. Human beings love feeling important. Human beings love pursuing their own desires. And this is where many people go wrong. They argue, they demand, they criticize, they threaten, then they wonder why nobody cooperates. You cannot force genuine enthusiasm. You can force compliance for a short time, but you cannot force desire. Real influence happens when people want to act. This principle is incredibly important in leadership. A manager tells employees, "We need to work harder because I want these targets completed." Not very inspiring. Another manager says, "If we achieve these targets, our team becomes stronger, opportunities increase, clients trust us more, and all of us grow together." Suddenly people understand the purpose. The message connects with their interests. People become willing participants instead of reluctant followers. Think about that for a moment. The greatest leaders rarely push people. They pull people. They paint a picture of something others want. Here's another fascinating aspect of human nature. People want significance. They want to feel important. They want to feel respected. They want to feel capable. That is why children become excited when given responsibility. That is why employees become motivated when trusted. That is why people work harder when they feel their contribution matters. The need for importance is deeply human. Imagine a young child helping in the kitchen. The task itself may not be exciting, but feeling useful and grown up is exciting. The child is not motivated by the activity. The child is motivated by the meaning attached to it. Adults are exactly the same. We simply hide it better. We enjoy being trusted. We enjoy feeling valuable. We enjoy being recognized. And when people feel important, they often become more cooperative and engaged. This is one reason effective leaders give people ownership. Instead of saying, "Do exactly what I say," they ask, "What do you think? How would you approach this? Would you like to lead this project?" They create involvement. And involvement creates desire. Here's where things become even more practical. Suppose you want a friend to exercise with you. You could say, "I want you to join me." Or you could say, "We've both been feeling tired lately. Imagine having more energy, better health, and feeling stronger every day." Which message is more motivating? The second one. Because it speaks directly to what the other person wants. This principle works in friendships. It works in business. It works in parenting. It works in teaching. It works in leadership. And surprisingly, it also works with yourself. Sometimes we fail to achieve goals because we focus on what we should do instead of why we want to do it. I should study. I should exercise. I should wake up early. Those statements feel heavy. But when you connect your actions to your desires, everything changes. I want to build a successful future. I want to become healthier. I want more confidence. I want freedom. Desire creates energy. Purpose creates persistence. People can endure difficulties when they see meaningful rewards. Think about your own goals. Have you clearly connected them with your deepest desires? Or are you simply following instructions without understanding why? Most people never ask this question. And because they lack desire, they lose consistency. Consistency beats intensity. But consistency usually comes from wanting something deeply. Here's another perspective. Imagine you are selling an idea to someone. Most people spend too much time explaining features. Very few explain benefits. Features answer, "What is it?" Benefits answer, "Why should I care?" Human beings care about benefits. A student joins a course because it may improve skills. A customer buys a phone because it solves problems or creates enjoyment. A person reads books because they want growth. People buy outcomes. People pursue feelings. People seek solutions. The person who understands this has a tremendous advantage. Now consider relationships. Many arguments happen because people listen only from their own perspective. A husband sees one situation. A wife sees another. A parent sees one problem. A teenager sees something completely different. Each person is looking through a different window. Influential people try to understand before trying to be understood. They ask, "Why does this person feel this way? What matters to them? What are they worried about? What are they hoping for?" This simple shift creates empathy. And empathy builds trust. Trust creates cooperation. Cooperation creates influence. Everything begins by seeing the world through another person's eyes. Think about that. How many conflicts could disappear if people spent even a few minutes understanding each other's desires? Probably many. This lesson also teaches something powerful about service. The world is full of people trying to take, trying to impress, trying to receive attention, trying to gain advantages. But the people who genuinely help others achieve what they want stand out immediately. Because there is very little competition there. People naturally remember those who understand them. People naturally trust those who help them. People naturally follow those who care about their needs. Success often belongs to people who create value for others. Business works this way. Friendships work this way. Leadership works this way. Life works this way. The question is never, how can I get what I want? The better question is, how can I help others get what they want while creating value for everyone involved? This lesson becomes powerful when you apply it to your own life. Before speaking to someone, pause. Ask yourself, what matters to this person? What problem are they trying to solve? What are they hoping for? How can I connect my idea with their interests? Those questions may seem simple, but they can completely change your ability to communicate and influence. Self-reflection questions. How often do I talk about what I want instead of understanding what others want? Who in my life would respond better if I saw things from their perspective? Am I trying to force people, or am I helping them see value? Do I make people feel important and understood? What desire motivates my own goals and daily actions? Practical challenge. During the next 24 hours, before asking someone for anything, stop for 1 minute. Think only about the other person. Ask yourself, why would this matter to them? Then communicate from their perspective. Observe the difference. Immediate action step. Choose one important relationship in your life today. A parent, a friend, a teacher, a colleague, a customer. Write down 3 things that person wants right now. Then think about how you can genuinely help them move closer to those desires. That one exercise can transform the way you communicate. Let's remember the big idea of this lesson. People are not primarily interested in our desires. They are interested in their own hopes, problems, and dreams. The secret of influence is not pressure. It is understanding. It is not manipulation. It is empathy. It is learning to see the world through another person's eyes and helping them move towards something they genuinely want. When you learn this skill, doors begin to open, relationships improve, opportunities increase, people trust you more. Leadership becomes easier. Communication becomes more meaningful. You stop fighting human nature and start working with it. Most people spend hours scrolling through social media every day. A few people spend time learning principles that can completely change their lives. Growth happens one lesson at a time. Success comes from daily improvement. Small actions compound into extraordinary results. Consistency beats intensity. The goal is not to beat other people. The goal is to become better than the person you were yesterday. Knowledge becomes power only when it is applied. And every lesson you learn is an opportunity to transform your life. So take this lesson with you today. See the world through another person's eyes. Understand what people truly want. Help others feel important. Create value. Inspire desire instead of demanding action. Because the person who can awaken an eager desire in others rarely walks alone. People trust them. People support them. People want to work with them. And that person has a world with them. If you found this lesson valuable, don't just remember it, apply it. Reflect on it. Practice it. Live it. And join us again as we continue this journey through wisdom, psychology, self-improvement, and lifelong learning. Until next time, keep learning, keep applying, and keep growing, one lesson at a time.